Mole poblano, a dish older than any modern recipe. From the colonial kitchens of Puebla, where, by legend, nuns spent days grinding chiles and chocolate together to feed an archbishop who was about to arrive. There are over 20 ingredients, 4 kinds of dried chilies, nuts, seeds, dried fruit, chocolate, bread, and a whisper of charred tortilla. Each one is prepared separately. Each one is layered on. Nothing about this dish is fast. Nothing about this dish is simple. That is the point. Servings 8. 1 hour of preparation. 2 hours of slow cooking. Total time 3 hours. 4 ancho chiles. 4 mulato chiles. 4 pasilla chiles. 2 chipotle chiles. 3 ounces of Mexican chocolate. 2 corn tortillas. 1 bolillo roll. 5 cloves of garlic. Half a white onion. 2 Roma tomatoes. 2 tomatillos. Half a cup of lard. 1/3 of a cup of sesame seeds. 1 cinnamon stick. 3 whole cloves. 5 black peppercorns. 1/4 teaspoon of anise seed. 1/4 cup each of almonds, raisins, and peanuts. 6 cups of chicken stock. 3 pounds of chicken thighs. 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Remove the stem and seeds from each dried chili. Heat the lard in a heavy pan. Drop the chilies in for just a few seconds at a time. Watch them puff. Watch them darken. Pull them out before they burn. Soak them in hot chicken stock to bloom them back to softness. In the same lard, one at a time, fry the bolillo bread. Fry the corn tortillas until they char in spots. Fry the raisins until they swell. Fry the almonds, the peanuts, the sesame seeds. Each one in the same pan, each one building the fat profile. In a dry pan now, toast the cinnamon stick, the whole cloves, the black peppercorns, the anise seed. Let the aromatics open. Listen for the moment the smell becomes a perfume. Take the onion, the garlic, the tomatoes, the tomatillos. Char them under a flame until the skins are blackened and the sugars are caramelized. This is what gives mole its smoke, its earth, its color. Now, place everything into the blender. The bloomed chilies, the fried bread, the fried nuts and seeds, the toasted spices, the charred vegetables, 2 cups of the chicken stock. Blend on the lowest setting first, then higher, until the paste becomes smooth, dark, and impossibly thick. Heat 2 more tablespoons of lard in a heavy clay pot. Pour in the paste. It will hiss. It will deepen. Stir slowly for several minutes. This is the secret step the old cooks called el guiso del mole, the searing of the sauce. The moment it stops being a paste and becomes a sauce. Slowly whisk in the remaining chicken stock. Add the Mexican chocolate. Stir until it dissolves into the dark mahogany of the broth. Lower the heat. Simmer for 45 minutes until a slick of red-brown oil begins to bead on the surface. That oil is the signature of a perfectly emulsified mole. History and cultural origins. The most famous legend places mole poblano in a Pueblan convent in the 17th century. Sor Andrea de la Asunción of the Convento de Santa Rosa. Preparing for the visit of the archbishop, she gathered every ingredient in the kitchen. She combined them. The result was mole. But the truth is older than the legend. Long before any Spanish convent, the Mexica had their own dish called moli, a sauce ground on a metate from chiles, seeds, and tomatoes. The conquest added almonds, raisins, sesame, cinnamon, and chocolate from cacao. The dish absorbed every kitchen it passed through. Today, mole poblano is the dish of weddings, of baptisms, of Day of the Dead. In some Pueblan families, a single bride spends months learning how to make her version before her wedding day. It is said you do not eat mole, you inherit it. Poach the chicken thighs in the sauce for 30 minutes. Season with salt and a touch of sugar to lift the chiles. Spoon the mole over the chicken generously. Top with toasted sesame seeds. Serve with warm corn tortillas. Eat it slowly. Pass the salt. Talk for a long time. Mole poblano is the rarest kind of recipe. One that has survived 3 centuries of change and absorbed every ingredient the world placed in front of it. It survives because it was never trying to be impressive. It was only trying to feed the people who loved it. And the table, at last, is set.